Hi, I'm Ron Gring. Many of you have asked about the 4 exercises that you should do prior to hitting your first shot on the practice tee, and some exercises you can do at home that will greatly improve your swing. Remember, the concept here is to warm up to swing rather than swinging to warm up. This is not the best way to get yourself ready to hit golf shots. What you want to do is prepare the body prep we call it, prior to hitting your first shot, so you have a much greater chance of success in hitting good shots as well as injury prevention. So we've got 4 exercises here for you that I'm going to add 1 bonus for you at the end so that you can do this, and over time you're going to find this has an accumulative effect that really will help you a lot. The first exercise is what's called a stork turn. Grab something tall enough to help stabilize you, and then you take 1 foot and you hook it around behind your knee. In this case, I've got my right ankle velcroed to the back of my left knee. I'm going to use this stick to stabilize my upper body because I don't want my collarbones to move around very much, and then I'm going to open my leg 90 degrees and close it at least 45. External rotation of 90, internal rotation of 45. I'm going to do this for about 30 to 45 seconds, back and forth, back and forth. It's not a matter of how fast you can go here, it's a matter of how far you can go. You're going to try to keep your upper body really, really still. Your collarbones are not going to move very much. You're going to feel like someone is pulling a string out of the top of your head, as tall as you can stand. Chin down, shoulders back and down. Very stable upper body. And then back and forth, 90, 45, 90, 45. Then you switch to the other leg. In this case, left ankle behind my right knee. Velcroed, feels like Velcroed to the back of my knee. 90 open, 45 closed, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for about 30 to 45 seconds. Upper body very tall. You're going to feel like you're almost like a soldier in Marine military posture when you're doing this. Back and forth, back and forth. Collarbones very still, your eyes very still, inner ears very calm. This is as much for your balance as it is for your range of motion. So you're improving a lot of things all at once with this one exercise. If you don't get a little bit breathy, a little panting, shallow breathing, you're probably not putting enough effort into it. So if you feel that, if your heart rate increases, that's a good thing. The next exercise, you hook your elbows around the driver or an iron or this stick if you have one of these, and you put your hands right on your rib cage. You bend over into golf postures and flex your knees just a bit, and your goal here is to try to turn 90 to the right and 90 to the left. Whether you're left-handed or right-handed, it doesn't matter. Your goal here is to try to turn as far right and as far left as you can. Notice my feet, my knees, my hips are turning just as far as I possibly can make them go. If you want to have your feet roll around a lot, that's perfectly fine because that's great for ankle mobility. Rotation right, left. Again, about 30 to 45 seconds here. Very important. That's more for the middle part of your back and the middle part of your body. We did the stork turns for your feet, your ankles, your knees, and your hips, and then that focuses more on the mid-range of your body. The next exercise is a bit tricky. What you're going to do is put the club on top of your head. You're going to get into your golf posture. You're going to push the club above your head and pull it behind your ears. With your elbows locked, you're going to try to rotate as far as you can, right and left, as many degrees of rotation here as you can get. I'm imitating where my collarbones are. So this is really a collarbone mobility issue. You're gonna take, here's my collarbones right here. I'm just imitating them, putting them above my head, and then rotating my collarbones back and forth. This one is tricky because what happens is, for most of you, you will just move your arms around, and that's not getting the part of the body warmed up that we're striving to get. So again, on your head, lock your elbows, pull it behind your ears, and then move your collarbones as far right and left as you possibly can. The next exercise, you put the club in the palms of your hands like this, and you bend over into golf posture, and you push one hand as far around you as you possibly can. Pushing the left behind me, right behind me, and you're going to do this on 3 different planes. You're going to do it on a merry-go-round plane. You're going to do it on a tilt-a-whirl or angled plane, and you're going to do it on a Ferris wheel or a vertical plane. Merry-go-round, tilt-a-whirl, and Ferris wheel. You want to use your hips, your shoulders, your feet. Everything is going to turn with this. Arms. You don't want to try to keep your hips still and just move your arms around this way unless you want to risk having an injury in one of your shoulders. So please do not do that. When you do this exercise, move your hips, move your feet, move your knees, as well as your shoulders, and simply push one hand as far around you, above you, as you possibly can. Very, very good exercise for elastic energy. The next exercise, the 4th of the exercises, is the figure 4 stretch. You notice this looks like the number 4. You put the club out in front of you and you drop it right behind your elbow, right here. You put your elbow below your shoulder, keeping your elbow in place. You're going to wiggle back and forth like this. You're going to reach underneath your arm, grab the shaft, and push and pull the shaft back and forth to get your arm to move. Moving your elbow back and forth, up and down, will not give you a benefit. So you want to keep your elbow as still as you possibly can and wiggle back and forth this way. Once you feel some warmth enter into that shoulder, you stick the club out in front of you with your other hand, drop it behind your elbow, elbow below the shoulder. Again, it looks like the number 4. Reach underneath your arm, keep your elbow in place, and you're gonna wiggle back and forth this way, just back and forth, using your hand to push and pull the shaft to move your forearm back and forth. You look like you're waving. Some people call this the windshield wiper, okay? Until you feel some heat in this shoulder, and then you stop. The last concept that I want to try to get across to you is this idea of improving your elastic energy. Elastic energy is the most overlooked and underrated part of power in golf, and if you can increase that elastic energy, the stretch, shortened cycles in your body, you're going to hit it a lot further with a lot less effort. So this idea of pulsing, again, a cumulative effect over time, will really help you a lot with that. Take a long club, or if you have one of these sticks, put it right on your shoulder blades, right back here, not on your neck. You don't put it on your neck, put it down on your shoulder blades. Bend over into golf posture like this, and then you turn as far to the right as you can, and you pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Notice I'm pushing with my feet. I'm moving my knees. My belt is also pulsing around this way as well. This isn't just upper body. This is feet, ankles, knees, hips, and upper body in this pulsing motion. Then, after you've pulsed to the right, and again, it doesn't matter if you're right or left-handed, after you pulse to the right, then you're going to pulse to the left. In this case, this is my follow-through, and I'm pulsing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Notice again, I'm pushing with my foot. I'm using my feet to make my hips go around, as well as the upper body elastic energy increase. Again, if you do this over a period of time, over 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to notice a big difference, not only in how far you hit it, but the way that you feel. You're going to feel like you have more stamina, more energy to be able to get through your round of golf. I've enjoyed my time at Pine Top here very, very much. I am grateful and appreciate all of you for inviting me up here. To better golfing days in the future, I'm Ron Green.